We're here on the campus of Cal State Fullerton in Fullerton, California, celebrating the gift of life at the Donate Life Run, Walk, and Family Festival event. The Donate Life Run, Walk, and Family Festival event was founded by the Hostert family, Kathleen, Craig, Justin, and Nicole Hostert. After Craig received a life-saving kidney transplant, Kathleen and Craig made it their mission to spread the word about organ donation. And in 2003, the Donate Life Run Walk was founded. Today, there's more than 12,000 participants, including donor families, transplant recipients, living donors, caregivers, healthcare professionals, and supporters. When participants arrive, the registration lines get crowded. Kathy Geringer is the registration committee lead who keeps the lines moving. Let's meet Kathy and learn how she gets all those people through registration in a very short period of time. I'm here with Kathy Geringer and her family. Kathy, will you introduce the family?
Of course. This is Mike, my daughter Lizzie, 18, and John, who is 23, 24, something around there.
Good enough.
23 is good, yeah.
Okay, now that we know everybody's age.
I won't tell you my age.
So your family has been volunteering here at the Donate Life Run Walk for many years. Tell me how you got involved.
So we've been here 16 years. I got involved because my older children were Kathleen Hostert students. So she recruited us 16 years ago, and we've been here since. I've been at registration the entire time, and they've had various duties throughout the 16 years. She's been here since she was 4 years old. So she's kind of grown up here, running around this field. So it's been a great experience.
And tell us about what goes into, getting the registration together, because it is a pretty big feat.
Yeah, registration is a huge production. We usually work on it the last week. We registered over 4,000 participants today, so it's a big number. It takes us several days to print reports, get the binders ready, make sure that everything's perfect so everybody that we touch has a good experience. That's about it. It takes a big team and a village to run registration. We had over 50 volunteers today, which was amazing. And I couldn't do it without the help of my family, because they're the ones that helped me put that entire area over there together for me. So I can't do it alone. I don't take any credit for it. It's these guys, all these guys here. So.
Wonderful.
And Tammy helped me with walk-up registration. She rocks.
Yes, in addition to my host duties, I actually was a volunteer this morning in the registration area.
Yes, you were, and you were amazing, and we love you. We want you back next year.
Thank you so much. In a short time, the empty field will be full of hundreds of families honoring the memory of their loved ones and the lives they saved and healed. Other families will be celebrating renewed life, having received a life-saving organ transplant. And yet others will simply be here to show support for organ donation. Team and donor family villages will be filled to capacity, and many families will wear personalized t-shirts with a picture of their loved one and the team name in honor and memory of their loved one. In less than an hour's time, the field has filled and the opening ceremony is underway. Guests include organ donation advocates, city officials participating in the Mayorathon Challenge, kidney transplant surgeon Dr. Irvin Ruzix, and All for One performs When I Needed an Angel, a song inspired by Kathleen and Craig's story. The Dove release signals that the start of the run walk is near. One person shared that it was so emotional that she couldn't stop crying. The opening ceremony moves people through a range of emotions, from tears to laughter. Philip Palmer with ABC 7 News is a living donor and participated in the opening ceremony. Let's hear Philip's story and what this event means to him. Philip, what brings you here today?
Well, this is the Donate Life Run Walk, and it is maybe one of the most special events to me that I do every year. It's because so many families here have donated a life or more to people that they don't even know. I became connected to the Donate Life community about 11 years ago when I became a living kidney donor. So my friend is doing well. He has seen, his name is Dale, he's seen his daughters graduate college, get married, start a family, maybe soon. And it's just been amazing to be a part of this community that everyone here, 14,000 people, has some sort of connection to giving, quite literally giving life to someone else. And some are recipients, some are donors, and in many cases, families here are both. I just met a family where the man was a liver recipient and his niece had died and became a donor. And so he was here in honor of her. So that's a family that really knows firsthand what this day is all about. And it really is about celebration, it's about remembrance, it's about honor. And I just can't imagine a greater group of people. And that is not saying anything bad about any other organization, but these people are wonderful.
And when we were here at the opening ceremony this morning, there were many stories that were shared with the audience. And you've actually been part of the opening ceremony group yourself. You've been a presenter, so tell us a little bit about that.
I actually was asked to tell a little bit about my story. Most events that I do, I'm the MC, and so I get to hear from other people about their experiences. So it was a little bit odd for me to be asked to come and say something as personal as this story was for me. And it was a very personal story in the sense that I had thought and prayed about organ donation for many years before Dale ever got sick. And it was always an important message for me when I talked to other people that you don't want somebody to get ill or somebody to die, but it is going to happen. And so it's so important to talk about organ donation before you're forced to make that decision. And so for me, I'd already made up my mind. I'd already talked to my mom. I'd already talked to my family. So everybody in my family knew when I told them I'm going to be a living donor, they all were supportive and not trying to talk me out of it because they knew for a long time that this is what I wanted to do. So that's kind of been my message a long time, not to really convince somebody one way or the other, but try to convince them to communicate with their families what they would do, share their stories if they have become a donor, and just keep living life because that's the greatest gift and the greatest way to show your love and appreciation for somebody who gave something to you is to use that life and live it to its fullest.
And how many years have you been coming to the Run Walk? I know it's been a long time, but do you know how many?
Probably about 11. Whether I was here for the full event or whether I just showed up at the last second, because I do, there's an event for the Autism Walk in Pasadena that I love to go to as well, and many days there on the same time. But yeah, 11 years since I got involved. When I got involved.
Well, thank you for everything you've done to bring organ donation to the forefront of the community. We really appreciate it.
And that's what you guys are doing. You guys are doing a great service by being here and helping us spread the message. There's so many different ways to tell our story, and this is one of them. Shout out to the South Bay. Hey, hey!
More than 500 runners are participating in the 5K run. The runners lined up and started before the walkers and ran a course laid out around the grounds of the campus. The walkers started next and completed either the 5K or 1K course around the campus grounds. Many of the walkers included teams that are formed by donor families who walk as a group in honor of their loved one. The Run Walk is also a family festival with a kids zone where kids can bungee jump, climb a rock wall, or get their faces painted. There are food trucks offering a broad range of culinary delights. Everyone enjoyed a relaxing lunch after the Run Walk as a way to relax, unwind, and remember. The event also includes a Donate Life store, selling a variety of Run Walk and Donate Life products. Community support for organ, eye, and tissue donation is evident when you walk into the special area where the proclamations proclaiming April as DMV Donate Life California Month in their city are proudly displayed for all to see. One Legacy ambassadors accepted many of the more than 100 proclamations presented by Southern California cities in April. Runners and walkers cross the finish line with smiles on their faces and pride in their hearts. Several groups are wearing themed outfits. Tutus seem to be a popular item. With each team's sign, you know there is a story. It might be of someone's loved one, someone on the transplant waiting list, or someone who has received the gift of life. One thing we know, everyone is gathered for the common interest of showing their support for organ, eye, and tissue donation. After everyone has finished the Run Walk, participants gather back with their teams in the Circle of Life garden area and the Donor Family Village to enjoy the rest of the event with family and friends. We found Nancy Jolly, donor grandmother, staying cool under the Team Caitlin tent. Nancy shared Caitlin's story with us.
Back here at the 16th Annual Donate Life Run Walk with Nancy Jolly. Hi, Nancy.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you for speaking with us.
Great day to be here.
I see Caitlin's picture behind us. Tell us why you're here today and about Caitlin.
I am a donor grandma. Caitlin died at the age of 18 months, and she saved the life of 3 people. So she is my hero. And pictured with Caitlin is the heart recipient. Her name is Sophia. And so we have a great relationship with Donate Life and with Sophia and her family.
And how many years have you been coming to this event now?
I believe this is our 6th year, so we're late starters, but we are here every year now.
And tell us about an annual event that you have in remembrance and honor of Caitlin.
On Caitlin's birthday, which is in October, we have cupcakes for Caitlin, trying to remind everyone that life is good. And so we celebrate by everyone having a carne asada burrito, which she loved, or refried beans, or cupcakes. So we call it our Cupcakes for Caitlin celebration.
And anything else you'd like to share with everyone?
My grandson is trying to come in here. This is Andy. We just love as a family being able to be here for Donate Life. And I am an ambassador, and I love doing what I do. I love being a volunteer.
Thank you for everything you do for Donate Life.
Thank you.
We met Team Guardian Angel near the main stage area. They shared the story of their loved one's donation and 6 lives he saved.
I'm here with Laura and Team Guardian Angel. Laura, tell me about your team.
Well, we're here celebrating the legacy of my brother, Fernando Esparza. He passed away in 2002, and he was a donor. He saved 6 persons' lives by his gift through organ and tissue donation. And so we just make it a tradition every year to come here and just honor his life and walk and celebrate him. And we're just happy that, you know, he was able to help out others, and we're all also signed up to be donors too. And, you know, we just enjoy being with other families that have given the same gifts. At such a difficult time, a decision to make, but a beautiful one. And we just enjoy being here and celebrating his life.
How many years have you been celebrating his life here at the Run Walk?
We've been, I think this is our 5th time here, and we just love coming and continue to just keep him alive through celebrating his life and his gifts.
And where are you from?
We're from Long Beach.
Thank you for sharing his story.
Thank you.
Another family we met here today was the Funk family, and they shared the story of their loved one, George, with us.
Hi, what's your name?
My name is Leah Funk.
And what's your name?
My name is Jason Funk.
And why are you here today?
We're here supporting my little brother, George Andrew Stewart. Our name of our team is You Gonna Eat That, because we all heard that with every meal as he stared over us, waiting for us to stop eating so he could finish our food.
He was a registered organ donor?
Yes, and he was 18, so we were very proud of him because I think, he did all that on his own.
So you're here supporting your brother. He was a donor, an organ donor. How many lives did he save?
I don't even know. I would have to ask my mom. But quite a few. I know we've gotten 2 letters from recipients, so that was really awesome to receive.
How many years have you been coming to this event?
This is our 2nd year. So
And what do you think about it? What are your impressions?
I think it's great. It's great that all these people are coming out to support this wonderful foundation. The things they do to save lives is awesome. I ran a 5K today, and I feel great. And it's always a fun day when we come out.
Thank you for sharing George's story with us.
Thank you.
The Donate Life Run Walk would not be complete without the pink donor dots roaming the grounds today. The pink dot is the symbol on a California driver's license that indicates if someone has checked yes at the DMV to the organ donation question. There were 2 donor dots roaming today, and we caught up with one of them, Bethany Vogel, who is also a donor family member and a tissue recipient.
I'm here with Bethany Vogel. Hi, Bethany.
Hi, Tammy.
So share your story with me why you're here today.
So I'm here because I'm a donor family and also tissue recipient. So Donate Life Run Walk means a ton to our family. In 2009, my husband, Eric Richard Vogel, passed away suddenly of a heart attack, and he was able to be a cornea and tissue donor. He gave the gift of sight to 2 people and had 64 recipients. And then also I'm a tissue recipient. And in 2004, I received a left knee from an anonymous donor who made the decision to say yes. And so I'm here to honor my donor and also Eric, my husband.
And so when did you start coming to the Run Walk?
See, I think this is our maybe 7th year that we've been a part of the Run Walk.
And when did you become part of the Donor Dot family?
So I love Donate Life and what they've done for our family and One Legacy. So I became a Donate Life ambassador, and I tend to go out into the community and do tabling events and have been the dotted events. So I decided, since this year we didn't get a team together, which normally we have a team in my husband's honor. Our team is normally Dead Man's Party, but since I didn't get around to doing that this year, I wanted to help out and be here with donor families and get inspiring other people. So, and just having fun today, because today's a fun day for donor families. So I asked to be the dot today.
You look great. You're a great Donor Dot.
Thank you.
And thank you for sharing Eric's story, and thank you for sharing your story.
Thanks so much, Tammy. Thanks for being here.
There are so many volunteers that make this amazing event happen. Since this is a 5K and timed, someone needs to be in charge of race control. Nancy Nguyen, Race Control Committee Lead, tells us how it's done.
I'm here with Nancy Nguyen, and Nancy is a volunteer here today at the 16th Annual Donate Life Run Walk. So Nancy, tell me what you're doing today.
Today I am a committee lead for the finish line area and the balloons. So today I got here bright and early at like 4:30 in the morning, set up all the balloons up in the area, got the finish line squared away and set up, and had a bunch of fun people at the finish line just cheering everybody coming through. The thousands of people that come through that always have a smile on their face. So that's what I get to do here today at the walk.
So you've been a committee lead for how long?
I've been a committee lead for probably like 10 years, at least 10 years, and then before that I was working in different areas within the walk. So it's been a long time, yeah.
Yeah. And so tell me how you got connected with the Donate Life Run Walk.
I got connected because of Kathleen and Craig and their son Justin. So we've been great friends since high school, and I was coming to the walk, just was volunteering when I was in high school, and then I got involved with the committee and everything, and just haven't left ever since. So it's been a fun ride for sure.
And what would you tell everybody about the Donate Life Run Walk and about the experience out here?
I would say that it is an amazing experience, just because there's so many stories that you encounter when you come to the walk every year, and everybody here has an amazing story, and it's just great to see such a great community come together and celebrate life and just be really excited to be here, because this is such a family gathering for so many people, and just to witness it all is just a great experience.
Thank you for your commitment to the Run Walk and to this amazing event.
Thank you so much.
The day wraps up with awards and presentations. Medals are awarded to the top 3 finishers in each division. It's been quite an amazing day here at Cal State Fullerton. Over 14,000 people at this year's Donate Life Run Walk and Family Festival. One of the most memorable parts of our day today was meeting the donor families and hearing their stories. The Donate Life Run Walk is a very special event that provides a venue and purpose for the donor and transplant community to come together each year on the last Saturday in April to commemorate Donate Life Month, to collectively celebrate the gift of life, honor loved ones, and promote the importance of organ, eye, and tissue donation. Funds raised at the Donate Life Run Walk benefit the One Legacy Foundation, which conducts public education efforts to inspire people to choose donation, and funds research to improve the lives of recipients and optimize the organ, eye, and tissue recovery process. We'd like to leave you with the inspiring and loving words of Aaron Schreiber and his sister Alex, donor family members whose father David saved 6 lives.
We're going to start today as we are joined by a very, very, very special and long-time Donate Life Run Walk participant. A young man by the name of Aaron Schreiber and his big... He imported his own fan club, very good, and his big sister Alex. But Aaron is going to share with you just how important what we do here today can truly be. How about a nice welcome for Aaron Schreiber?
Wow. Good morning, everyone. My name is Aaron Schreiber, and this is my big sister, Alex. We are here to honor our dad, David Schreiber. We are speaking to you today because we were asked to share our feelings about the walk and what it means to us. I started coming to the walk when I was just 18 months old. I had no idea at the time what I was doing, but from looking at the pictures, I'm sure I had a lot of fun. Now that I am 12 and this is my 10th Donate Life Run Walk, it means a lot to me to be here with my family and friends today. My dad's donation means a lot to me. Even though we never met, I feel like he has taught me a lot about who he was and who he expects me to be as a man. My mom and sister have shown me lots of videos and pictures of him. They tell me stories about him that make me laugh. Like the time he spray painted "I love you" in the street in front of my mom's house, thinking she would be impressed. She was, but the neighbors weren't. Or the time when my uncle said that he and my dad were playing hide and seek in a department store, and when my uncle pushed open all of the clothes and caught my dad kicked him right in the face with his cowboy boots and knocked out my uncle's tooth. My sister has told me that her dad was tough, but loving. When she got her first job at Stater Brothers, he would show up nearly every day and follow her around the store to make sure she was doing what she was supposed to. He would pretend he was a shopper and ask her questions about where things were or how his groceries should be bagged. Everyone knew that it was Alex's dad, but they thought that it was funny that he would do that. He was just making sure that she was okay, but always had a funny way to show her. He loved her very, very much. My dad was also a very caring person. I'm told that whenever he would get gas in the car, he would go inside the mini mart and buy homeless people food and drinks before he left the gas station. When Alex was little, he and my mom would pack Thanksgiving food bags and deliver them to the people under the freeway on Thanksgiving Day. He always seemed to have time for those in need. My dad's friends are like aunts and uncles to me and treat me like their family. I wish that I could have had some of those memories with him, but I'm glad my sister got to have him for 18 years, and I'm glad that I get to learn about him from them. From everything that I'm told, my dad was a very happy guy like me, who played music and sports. My sister tells me how he would coach boys football or basketball teams for the parks department, and she was usually the only girl on the team. He made time for kids and loved being their coach. He also spent a few years working with the special ed kids at Pauley High School in Long Beach, taking them around the city to explore and helping them become as independent as possible. He also played and sang in a band for most of his life. He played trumpet, drums, and sang 60s through 80s music with the Classic Cats. I love music and play multiple instruments just like him. When my dad got sick with a kidney disease in the 90s, he thought that he would need a transplant. He and my mom researched what they would have to do to get one, and that's when my dad decided he wanted to be an organ donor. He didn't end up needing a kidney, but it was that moment that he made it known to all of my family that organ donation was important to him, and if the time ever came that he was able to donate, he wanted to do so. The time came the year I was born, 2005. My mom and dad were on their way to a basketball game when my dad had a stroke. He was in the hospital for a week. During that time I was born, my mom, sister, aunt, and uncle had to make the decision for our dad to let him donate. My dad had written down his wishes, so they followed through, and my dad was able to help 6 people with his gift of life. I know that this is a big decision to make. I know that it was hard for my family to do it, but I'm so proud of my dad for choosing to help others just like he did in life. Being at the Donate Life Run Walk each year with Team Schreiber has been really good for our family. It brings people together and releases a good vibe about organ and tissue donation. It also brings together my family, our friends, my teachers, and even my principal is here today. I go to Marshall Academy in Long Beach, and I thank you, Miss Hatwan, for being here with us today. I want to be like my dad. I want to make people feel good about themselves. I want to be someone my dad would be very proud of. I'm very glad that my family gets to come to this event every year, and we will continue this tradition forever and ever. Thank you to everyone here today who participates in organ and tissue donation, and congratulations to those of you who have received those gifts of life. Thank you to Kathleen and Craig Hostert and all of those people who put this run walk together for being so good to our family and allowing my sister and I to stand here today and speak to you. Have a wonderful, loving, Caring Day.
Well, I think you did your dad very, very proud. Great job, son.
April highlights the importance of organ, eye, and tissue donation, but the importance doesn't go away because the month comes to a close. Thank you for letting us bring the stories to you about donor families, living donors, and recipients. We appreciate you watching. Organ donation is a personal decision. The fact is that at any one time there are more than 115,000 people on the organ transplant waiting list. By making the decision to register to be an organ donor, one person can save 8 lives, restore the sight of 2 people with cornea donation, and enhance the lives of 75 others with tissue donation.